What's up, guys? It's me, Jeremy, and we're going to be doing another late game commentary for you guys. So jumping right in, this game's really close. Our team's a little bit behind as we make this play for Dragon. So the enemy team is coming in. We notice 3 players. I'm actually not there, so I'm kind of going to alert my team like, oh my god, I'm not there. This could be really bad. But if we take a look, there's actually only 3 of the opponents there. Wukong gets chunked down really hard. Renekton's also getting chunked down, but he's able to get out. And Riven, where did your health go? Oh my god. Leonis gets killed too. And Twitch is getting cut out. If you look at our teammates, look at their health bars. They're all so low. They were able to kite so well. Xin Zhao goes in, but it's an easy peel for me because I know I'm in the fight now. An easy talisman, not talisman, Mikhail's as well as ultimate keeps him alive. And Twitch, dude, you're just not meant for this world. That suicide play, I don't think that was worth it. And so we end up with actually a pretty solid ace. And if we notice from that fight there, my entire team was able to kite so well because they rotated aggro as well as also exiting the fight perfectly. And because of the way they exited that fight, it ended up being so good because they were able to all live with very low HP instead of where that HP, or I mean that damage, was focused onto individual targets eventually taking them down. Instead, they were able to kite and control the damage from the opponents and spread it across all the players and then end up being really low in such a close fight while we were still behind. And so that now puts us in a really good spot. I mean, any ace, of course, will give you a pretty good situation. And so now our team's just trying to back and, you know, heal up, prepare for the next fight. After winning that last fight, we're pretty confident in our abilities. Morale is high, all that good stuff. And actually what happens right here is I end up disconnecting for like 5 seconds or whatever, 5-10 seconds. And this is actually a big part of why I haven't been streaming recently, is because kind of every game I play, I get these really short disconnects that last for like 5 to 10 seconds. And like you notice, like when I'm actually playing like in this game, like that disconnect didn't actually do anything. Like it made absolutely no difference. But if I was streaming, that crashes the stream completely. And so it's that kind of stuff that unfortunately keeps me from streaming a lot nowadays. And I'm trying to get it fixed, but honestly, I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about it. Just because, like, I mean, that's just how internet providers are. Like, you get those hiccups sometimes, and you just kind of have to hope it doesn't happen, and that's always not something that's reliable. But anyways, that's besides the point. And so we're going to keep pushing mid here, and I actually misclicked my flash here on accident. I think I got like a text on my phone, and then I went to go look at it, and then I dropped my phone on my keyboard and ended up hitting my D key, and I flashed on accident. But you know what, whatever. Like, after that, I'm just like, oops. I just kind of laugh it off, you know, no big deal, like, whatever, who cares. I'll just play safer. And Xin Zhao, man, you're getting too close. So Lissandra makes an incredible pick with her E as well as her ultimate, and we get the easy kill. And since we have creeps mid lane, that's phenomenal, because we know that since we got that pick, that can actually eventually lead into possibly an inhibitor, or at the very least 1 tower minimum. So that pick was absolutely amazing. And we think about taking the second tower, we decide not to, but Leona actually goes in here, kind of a suicide play. But if we look at the top lane, Riven's actually pushing really hard. So Leona was trying to stop our backs there, which I'm not sure if it was worth her suiciding for, but it's definitely a reasonable play. And Wukong gets snared, an incredible snare by Lissandra once again. Lee Sin, come on, man. I know I can protect you. Twitch, what are you doing? Of course I got you, Lee Sin. You my bro. And it's an easy peel for me. I mean, Twitch didn't really respect the power of Lulu's kit, as well as he just kind of went in and suicided again. So we ended up actually taking an inhibitor. But Riven is, since they were able to stop our backs by their suicide plays, Riven actually ends up getting an inhibitor too. Xin Zhao dives in. I get the peel on him. And Lee Sin actually dies to the ignite here, but I definitely could have saved him using my Mikhail. So kind of a small mistake on my part. I mean, sorry bro, Lee Sin, you die for my sins. Whatever, I guess. It's a small mistake. And it didn't really cost us anything. Doesn't cost us any objectives or anything like that. So whatever. Even though it is like kind of like a small thing. I do have trouble using my active items sometimes. Check the blue. It's not there. Dragon, of course, is not there since we have the timer. We did it earlier. And we're just going to back off, heal up. We have an inhibitor now. Of course, the top inhibitor is probably more valuable than the middle inhibitor, since those side lane inhibitors are able to easily push down the Nexus towers really quickly. So what Renekton is doing here is actually really good. So he's pushing the lane out really hard, which is really, really good to do. And here I actually think about what items to buy for a little bit. I'm not sure. Like, I'm kind of thinking, what do I buy? What do I buy? I have so much gold. You see I have 4 kills. That's pretty high for a support actually to get 4 kills. So I actually have a significant amount of gold. I think about taking Aegis, but then I check tab, realize, oh yeah, they're all AD. Randuin's is just fine. And I pop up the Ninja Tabbies as well, because I just want to stack armor really, really hard here. So I actually have 162 armor. That's actually kind of a lot. Dang. But yeah, so we have a lead now, which turned out to be pretty good. We won 2 solid fights in a row, and even though that inhibitor trade was kind of even, but our overall peel as well as pick potential, and of course Xin Zhao, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. There you go. Same mistake. The exact same pick that he made earlier. And I find so many players get caught out like that. Like, they're just pushing a lane, and they just, like, completely oblivious. Like, when you push lanes late game, like, you really have to consider, like, the presence of everything else on the map. And Riven, once again, is split pushing. I mean, I don't think that's a good idea either. Like, you have to consider the pressure on the map. And when you don't respect the pressure on the map, this is kind of what happens. Like, you end up getting pushed in, you get picked out. Leona dives in, Wukong goes in with his ultimate. Easy peel for me. Lee Sin, ult him. And then, of course, Wukong's killed. Twitch dives in, but I'm able to get my polymorph on him. Once again, I think I misclicked my Mikhails onto Lucian instead of Lee Sin. Once again, a small mistake. Whatever, though. Xin Zhao dives in. Easy polymorph. Get the slow on him, as well as the snare from Lissandra. And that's a quadra kill. Riven's dead, and that's the game. And so I misplayed my Mikhails pretty significantly there, about twice. But the fact is that the reason why we won this game is because our opponents did not actually respect the pressure that we created. Like, our full group pushing mid lane, Xin Zhao didn't respect that pressure twice. He died in the exact same way twice. As well as during mid lane when we were pushing, the opponents kept suiciding in because they didn't respect the pressure that our team had, despite the fact that Riven was split pushing for that inhibitor, and which we did respect that pressure because we had Renekton back to try to control her. And although she was still able to take the inhibitor, the fact is that if you're going to take an inhibitor and 4 or 5 kills, of course the 4 or 5 kills is going to be way more significant. And it just eventually built it up into a huge gold lead. Like you saw at the end there, like the clip started, the score was around 20 to 25, and when it ended, it was like 30 to 27 or something like that. So overall, those kills like really help snowball our gold and solidify our lead. And it's the culmination of those things that came together that allowed us to come out on top in this game. So, as always, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.